Hello, hello, dear Virgo. Welcome to Divine Debut. This is your reading for the 1st to the 20th of December 2019. This is a divine spread for the beginning of the month. Now, this reading goes till about the 20th, and I will be doing another reading for the last 10 days of the year. Thank you so much for being here and your support and all that you do. Let's see what is showing up for you now. Jupiter has moved into Capricorn today. Today's actually the 2nd of the month. I'm trying to get these last videos up for everyone. It's been busy times, quite challenging. We're in the time of Capricorn right now, and we're going to have a full moon soon in Gemini, and that's around the 12th. The new moon in Capricorn will be a solar eclipse. So it's a big month. What a way to end the year, Virgo. Let's see what your Karma Dharma card wants to say. What does Spirit want you to know? What are you going through, or what will you be going through? What will you be dealing with? Virgo, please, Spirit. Virgo. Virgo. Oh, wow. Saturn. Saturn and Capricorn. Oh, wow, Virgo. Okay. Now, Capricorn is in a very positive aspect. Whatever is going on there, we've got so many planets. We've got Pluto, the south node of the moon. We've got Saturn. We've got Venus, which is now in Capricorn. And Jupiter has just entered Capricorn. So there is a lot of Capricorn going on right now. So the devil says that it's time for hard work. Roll up those sleeves, do the work, be in integrity, of course. And of course, this is the Saturn is the Lord of karma and time. So if you've been working hard, then Jupiter moving into Capricorn in a very positive aspect to your sign, our sign, I should say. I'm a double Virgo as well. This would be the materialization, the realization of your efforts, but everyone will be receiving at a different stage. Not everyone is born at the same time. Now, the devil can also speak of restrictions, so it's asking that you be patient, that you do the work, that you don't stand in fear. Courage is necessary because this can be a card of fears. And this can also mean a lot of partying, sexuality, a very strong attraction where relationships are concerned. And others of you may be dealing with someone that is very Saturnian. Now, the Saturnian signs are Capricorn and Aquarius, because Aquarius's ancient ruler is Saturn. Okay, so what a way to go, Virgo. What a way to go. I will be taking more cards on that, of course. Let's just take your divine spread. Some of you may be dealing with a strict partner, someone who is very Saturnian, very hard to get to. This, Saturn can be a challenge. Saturn is also, in Capricorn, I should say, is the elder and the wiser, and it also signifies career and the boss, the law. So, Virgo, please, Spirit. Virgo, from the 1st till the 20th of December 2019, Virgo. Okay, what's in your foundation? We have the Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands is fire. Let's see what is hidden from you. The Queen of Wands. Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. In the recent past, Two of Swords. Now, the recent past is going to be different for all of you. It could even be, timing is very hard to work out in the tarot. So the Two of Swords could even be now It could even be now. Of course, no, not everyone is born on the same day. So this could have been 2 days ago, 2 weeks ago. It could be yesterday, let's say. Let's look at the now position. What I mean by now is when you're watching this video. So that's why this is, I'm skeptical about the timing, okay? So just know that it's in the recent past or when you watch this video. So now what you're dealing with is the Ten of Pentacles. Earth, we've got Earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. What's your highest ideal and your goal? We've got Jupiter. Jupiter in Saturn promises great rewards. Jupiter is the benefic, obviously. It expands, it grows. Jupiter can also, it can mean a lot of things, but I'll come back to it. We've got 2 tens here. What's the advice and the action to take? Death. I love the Death card. I love Scorpio. There is some change coming in, no doubt here. So we've got Sagittarius and Scorpio and Capricorn. Very, these houses are all together. In the natural horoscope, we're talking about the 8th house, 9th house, and 10th house, which is all about, the house of Scorpio is all about money from other sources, your partner's money. And then we've got the wheel turning and Saturn here with Capricorn, the challenges. But, as I was saying earlier, that Jupiter in Capricorn is blessed. It's a blessing for you. It's in a very positive aspect to Virgo. Let's take the outcome, dear Virgo. And we've got the King of Pentacles. And the King of Pentacles is usually Taurus for me. For others of you, this could be a Capricornian energy. Doesn't necessarily have to be a Capricorn. It could be an earth sign that's got strong Capricorn. Or when I say they're very Saturnian, they could be the boss of a company. This could be an entrepreneur. But it could be any other earth sign, Virgo. This could even be your energy. Okay, so let's see what spirit and the planets, the ethers, what they have to show Virgo for this time. And we've got the Magician, and this is your card, Virgo. Now, it can also signify Gemini, but the Magician manifests. It's an ace. And the Magician is logic, intelligence, being quick with your hands. That's what Gemini does. Virgo and Gemini are ruled by Mercury. That's why this is a card of intelligence. And that's where Gemini and Virgo are very similar, and they get along very well because they like the intelligence. They enjoy the intelligence and the conversation. Virgo many times can show up as the Queen of Swords. So, sorry, just trying to fix the light a little bit. So, beautiful. The Magician in the Divine section here. Great. So you've got a lot of abundance here, a lot of abundance. But it's asking for you to work hard on it. Keep working, dear Virgo. Let's take the Romance Angels and we can see what else, what other messages are here for you, for us, I should say. Virgo, please, Spirit. Virgo from the 1st till the 20th of December. And we are in eclipse time already. We start to feel the energies a month before the eclipse. I nearly flipped a card there. Please, Archangel Michael, Archangel Jophiel. What does Virgo need to know? Virgo in love. Virgo. I feel as though I need to take the top of the cards. So Virgo, we have codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. So Saturnian. It's just that's confirmation that you are dealing with some sort of restrictions. you're codependent or someone else is codependent on you. And addictions can be just doing the same thing again and again, trying to get a different outcome. So let's see what else we have. We have trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. And this is the trust card, the Wheel of Fortune. Sagittarius and Jupiter are all about faith and trusting. Trusting in the divine. Trusting in the divine process, accomplishment, gifts, and the order, of course. Let's see what else we've got, Virgo. And we've got children. Your love life is being affected by children. But I do always tend to see this card. When I see children, it does remind me of the soulmate energy, because this could be signifying something to do with when you were a child. And we've had sort of energies like that where there is a sense, like with, I want to say Jupiter, especially Jupiter moving into the sign of Capricorn. This is signifying 12 years back, what was going on for you 12 years back. So that's what this could mean for some of you. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck, and we've got worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life, and Saturn is all about timing, the right time. The wheel is also very karmic. It turns in our favor when we are due for the abundance. Once the wheel has turned positive, it will turn downwards. We go through fluctuations. So looking at the ending of your reading, the outcome with the King of Pentacles, I would say, and especially with the Magician here, I would say very much so that this is a positive reading. It's worth waiting for. The angels have not taken flight yet. Okay, they're getting ready. So you're coming, though, from a place of codependency. There's still some work to be done, Virgo. Now, in your foundation and in your home, your family, you're pushing through. Seven of Wands says that you were at some point successful, but there's still more work to be done. Now, you've got the upper hand, and you're going to have to be quick to take action. You are driven, obviously, by your desires. This is a card of fire and, of course, creativity. You're holding that Ace of Wands. Now, whatever you're up against, you've got the advantage here. And that's interesting that we've got the Queen of Wands here, and I feel that this is your energy. She is very creative, very seductive as well. She's driven by her passion. She's very desired as well by the opposite sex, or by others, just in general, I should say. And yes, you may have created something that is giving you, it's putting you on in the position of leadership. You know, the Queen of Wands is someone who could be a boss. She owns her own company. She is driven, again, by what she desires. She creates, she manifests, and she's also got luck on her side. She's the lucky queen. Now, in the recent past, we have the Two of Swords, and this is a decision that you're needing to make. A decision that you don't have all the information to make this decision. But we do have the full moon here. So could this be around the full moon, around the 12th? Around the 12th of the month, when you're going to have to make a decision. Okay, now in the now position, we've got the Ten of Pentacles, and I usually see this is the path to security. Look at this illustration. There is royalty behind those pentacles. So there is, you're at the point of completing a cycle of luck, abundance, financial prosperity. This could be a family card as well. This could also be a card of marriage, of course. And this does break down to the Ace of Pentacles, which the King of Pentacles is holding. Now, if this is your partner, for most of you, I do believe that this is your partner because he's in the outcome. And I feel as though with the Wheel of Fortune, the fact that the Ten of Pentacles is before the Wheel of Fortune, I feel as though the completion is that the 10 turns into the 1. That's what happens with tens. They break down to a 1. And because the Wheel of Fortune brings in change and it's another 10, it does speak of completions here. So if this is a family card or, completing some cycle in your life where you've been quite prosperous here and you have blessings here, but there is a transformation and a change coming through here. And I'm going to say the fact that Jupiter for Virgo rising, was transiting the 4th house. 4th house is home, family, stability. And Jupiter can also speak of separation, divorce, legalities, as well as abundance, of course. Now, Sagittarius is freedom. It's looking at the world from different eyes, wanting to explore, go on that adventure. And the fact that the Queen of Wands is holding that Ace of Wands, I feel as though that is what you feel. This is like a calling for you. And she's looking straight at those 7 of Wands. She's holding the 8th wand. Some of you may want to explore the world, travel, and maybe go visit people at a distance. Maybe discover other cultures and other ways of life. Just, leave your, whatever you were dependent on. And, the word trust here does remind me very much of the Fool. So you're trusting in the journey because there are changes here with a wheel. Now, the Death card is Scorpio. And as you could see, that Ace of Swords that's looking down, it feels as though here there's been information that hasn't been known by you. As you could see, he's hiding himself and the sword is facing down. Now, Scorpio can be very hidden, very mystical, very secretive. So you may be dealing with someone who's got strong Scorpio in their chart. If this is a Taurus, then Scorpio is their 7th house. 7th house of partnership and relationship. If, let's say we flip the reading, that some of you may be dealing with someone who is a Sagittarius. Strong Sagittarius in their chart. Could be Sag. Again, we've got Earth. We've also got swords here. But it's only the 2 of Swords. So could you be choosing between 2 people? An air sign. So Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. And Earth and the signs that I've already mentioned. Now, Gemini, of course, has been mentioned here in the Magician as well. And if I put these cards together, we do have 3 swords here. So someone's been secretive about an interruption or an interruption in a relationship or secrets that have been held back. And when I say interruption, because the devil can be very sexual, and as you can see, these 2 people are tied together. There is lust here in this card. So let's take more cards, Virgo. Let's take more cards and see. First of all, I'd like to take the Devil. And the Devil, we know, can be addictions, restrictions. With the Magician here in the divine position, this does say that whatever is transiting, whatever is happening up there in the ethers, planetarily, this could help you. It's giving you the tools to make the magic. Now, this could also mean that there is a conversation where you could be very intelligent with the communication. Your communication is very on point, very intelligent, very logical at this time. Now, if we think of the Magician and Mercury, Mercury is all about, it rules Gemini and Virgo, as I said. And Gemini is all about collaboration with others, working within a small group, siblings, neighbors. It also speaks of written and spoken work, or just written and spoken messages, news. And that could be also because Mercury is all about, it's all about the internet. It's all about gadgets, you know, so technology. Two cards have just flipped open, and we've got the Seven of Swords and the Ace of Swords. Very interesting. I didn't say where I did say I was going to take them for the Devil. So I love the way that they are, the way that they came out. Seven of Swords. Look at the way he's looking straight at that Two of Swords. He's trying to get away with something, and I did mention an air sign. So we've got 7 and 2 is 9 of Swords, which means anguish, worry, sleepless nights. And then after that, we've got the Ace of Swords, which is the 10th sword, Virgo. But the Ace of Swords is the truth. It's severing the ties. The sword that was facing down, and I want to say your ruling planet Mercury is still in the sign of Scorpio. It's still bringing up things that have been hidden. And there is light here. Light after the darkness of the devil. So you're going to find out. And that's probably what's going to put you in a place of needing to make a decision. Some of you have been blindfolded. You haven't been able to see clearly. We've got the moon here. Don't forget the moon. And the moon can be lack of clarity. We can't see clearly. And as I said, around the full moon in Gemini, you're going to see someone that's been stealthy, sneaky, and underhandedly getting away with something, stealing something, taking from you. And it can be anything. So Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. And I said you may be dealing with someone that's quite Saturnian, and the Saturnian signs are Capricorn and Aquarius. So let's see this 7 of Wands in your home area, in your home area of stability and security. And you've got the Page of Wands. Yes, wanting to go on that adventure. This is Aries energy. And I did say that the Trust does remind me of the Fool. This is the minor arcana of the Fool. And that's the 8th wand. It's the 8th wand. And if we put them together with the Queen of Wands, yes, 9 wands. So you've put up a barrier. Someone's put up a barrier. Someone has been, and I feel that it's your energy. You've been through a lot. And the Page of Wands could be a message of desire. This page wants to go on that adventure. It wants to act. So there could be a message coming through that's going to give you, it's going to give you that new beginning, that change. Now, a couple of cards have flipped open. 3. Wow. And I was going to take next on the Queen of Wands. And we have 10 of Wands. There's the 10. You're getting to a completion point. And again, there's even sneakiness in this card, which breaks down to the Ace of Wands. And with this card, he's not staring at that house, at his destination. He needs to do something else before he can get to his goal. We've also got the Page of Swords. So this is the communication, the truth. Now, this could also be someone is spying. Spying on you. Air sign, spying on you, checking you out on social media. Page of Swords can also be a student. Some of you may be educating yourselves, continuing your studies. We do have the Wheel of Fortune here. And we've also got the Six of Pentacles, which is Libra energy for me. It's the card of balance. It does show the scales. It can speak of relationships. Of course, sometimes this is an imbalance, and other times it does speak of balance, yes, depending on if it's upright or not. And this can also speak of legalities and, taking it all the way to if there hasn't been equilibrium, equal giving and receiving in a relationship of whatever sort you've been dealing with, then Libra, being the partnership, the relationship, says that there needs to be a balance. So because we've got the wheel here, which is Jupiter, again, I said we can be dealing with legalities. We've got a fair bit of air, and swords always speak of jurisdiction and legal matters. So Six of Pentacles can also speak of being generous, having enough to give to the needy. And that could be something that you may be doing, dear Virgo, if you have been abundant financially. Now, giving to others, to the needy, doesn't necessarily mean that we're giving money away. This could mean that you are helping others, in a position to help others. Let's look at that Two of Swords. And we've got the Ace of Cups. Well, Ace of Cups is another ace, Virgo. Okay, so some of you may have started a new relationship. Ace of Cups is a beginning. It's a beginning. It's the ace. And in the recent past, for some reason, there's been a lot of happiness. Now, what I see here is the fish beneath the cup. So that speaks of Pisces. That is your 7th house of partnership and relationship and others. So Pisces can be sacrifice as well. But as I was saying, with the moon, there may have been lack of clarity. But I feel as though you may have started something that's made you very happy, or you once were very happy, I can say, but now you're in a dilemma. You're in a dilemma. Let's look at that Ten of Pentacles. And it's funny to see here that we've got the Ten of Pentacles, all the cards at the top section of your reading. Because Scorpio is other people's money from your partner. The Wheel of Fortune is abundance and luck. And Ten of Pentacles, it's looking really good up here. Let's look at that 10. And we've got the Three of Wands. So Three of Wands is you're waiting on those ships to come through, that you could have had the potential or the indication of a lot of abundance, manifestation here. But maybe you're just waiting for it to come through. So you've had the promise of that for some of you, and now you're waiting on the ships to come in. Now, the Three of Wands does speak of Sagittarius for me. So could your abundance be at a distance, or could your income be coming from people that are at a distance? Could you be doing business with foreign places and people? Let's look at the Wheel of Fortune. And we've got the Hierophant. And this speaks of marriage, commitment. The Hierophant is the sign of Taurus. Here we've got Sagittarius and Taurus. And I did say before, I did mention the sign Sagittarius. Now, the Hierophant can also speak of, being with the Wheel of Fortune, that some of you may have been in a commitment and it's come to a completion. You may be severing ties. If you've been in a relationship that's been tough. Some of you may also have been dealing with a narcissist. So, oh, nearly dropped a couple of cards. Let's look at that Death card. Now, the Hierophant can speak of, keep the faith. At the highest point of your reading, you've got spirit and faith here. So don't lose hope, Virgo. Obviously, a lot of you may have your children, and that could be what is affecting your love life. Could you be dealing with someone who's got a child, your new partner? For those of you that are leaving a relationship behind, you may have your own children, but the King of Pentacles many times can be the father. The Death card, let's look at that. And we've got the King of Swords. Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. Now, the King of Swords, we've got two kings. That's the choice, Virgo. There is a change. King of Swords, right on that Death card. And sitting right on that sword that was facing down, that's who was trying to get away with something, obviously, not sharing all the information, not being open. Maybe it's time for that. Maybe it's time for that. With Mercury moving through Scorpio, your ruling planet through Scorpio, you could be finding out the truth of what was hidden. Let's look at the King of Pentacles. And we've got the Queen of Swords. Wow, Virgo. In the beginning of the reading, I did say that Virgo can also show up as the Queen of Swords. And dear Virgo, you are showing up as the Queen of Swords here, and you are speaking your truth. Now, you've got your back to the King of Swords, but be careful. And obviously this is communication. This is, you're using that sword. Now we can flip the reading the other way around. Some of you may have been holding back on information, and it's time to come clean. Now it doesn't necessarily mean that, the information was drastic or, that it was something that was really nasty. Maybe you were just holding back on your real feelings because you are showing as the Queen of Swords, and you are with the King of Swords right there, and in the outcome is the King of Pentacles. So the messages are obvious here. Let's look at the Magician. And we've got the World. I was thinking to take another card on here on the King of Pentacles, but I didn't get to do that. So we've got the World card, which is, again, very fixed energies. There is a completion and end of a cycle here, and it's a successful one. Now, some of you may be changing countries, visiting other countries. As I said, you're wanting to see the world, go on that adventure. You're itching to get on that plane. We've got the Eight of Wands here, right? I'm going to take one more card on this King of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. That's why I said that I feel that the King of Pentacles is your partner for most of you. And we've got the Four of Pentacles, which is my Taurus card. So, Four of Pentacles, holding on to something for dear life, but there is a key on her lap here. So, Four of Pentacles is someone that is not very open. Now, if you are dealing with a earth signs are not very outspoken, like the King of Swords, or they're very careful and shielding their heart. Now, this could be that the King of Pentacles has been holding you very close to their heart. Could be that as well. But fours are always speak of family, foundation, security, right? So could it be that there will be clear communication from you, but the King of Pentacles is still a little bit reserved here. What I'd like to do now is take a few Sibillas, dear Virgo. I'd like to look at this Devil first of all, with the Seven of Swords and the Ace of Swords. We have the Vecchia Signora, which is the Two of Swords again. And this could also be a situation that has matured, if it's an energy and not a person. And it's called the Visitor. So this could be an elderly person, just like the Saturnian energy here, where you could have someone that is elder and wiser that is advising you. But I feel as though it's an energy more than likely, because the Two of Swords is that you've been trying to make a decision, and it could be time for that right now. Let's take another card. And we've got the Casa, Two of Cups, in the home, your security and your stability. Another two. It's the Two of Cups, you know. So Two of Cups could have been a marriage, a family situation. And then we've got the Ladro, the thief, in the Ten of Pentacles. So something was missing. Something was missing from a family situation. The thief and the Seven of Swords in a family home where there was once love with the Two of Cups, you know. It speaks for itself. And, you know, I usually see the Ladro and the thief being the Ten of Pentacles, that there was something wrong within a family situation. Let's take a look at I want to have a look at the Two of Swords. Two of Swords with the Ace of Cups. We have the Domestico, which is someone that's close to you, someone around you. This is obviously, supposedly your helper, but not really. So it's an 11. 11 is very karmic. Here we've got the Death card, the Five of Swords, conflict, where transformation is happening, the difficult transformation. And we've got La Matrice, which is the Queen of Wands, which is your energy here. And you've sacrificed enough. This is a number 12, which is the Hanging Man. And it's so funny because the 11 and the Domestico obviously speaks of this Seven of Swords. But we've got the Death card just like here. And the Five of Swords can speak of three people in a situation, or that you're willing to win over any cost. And you're going for what you desire, dear Virgo, now. That's the change that you're going through. That's the transformation. Instead of being the one that's of service always, I think Virgo is finally serving themselves for once. Let's look at the outcome. No, first of all, I'd like to look at the King of Swords with the Death card. We have Donna Maritata, the mother with the children. This is the Empress, the mother, the wife. Again, a number 12. Amalato, Four of Swords, illness, depression. And Dispiacere, the Ace of Swords. So for those of you that are leaving behind this King of Swords, it's not easy. Not easy, but it's something that was necessary. And you've got the Ace of Swords here, and the Ladro thief is sitting right on top of it. Let's look at the outcome, Virgo. So you were the loving, nurturing, motherly figure, not happy. Not happy. Let's look at, and that's why you are showing up as the Queen of Swords. King of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, Queen of Swords. We've got the Gran Signore, which can also be, again, Scorpio. So this is abundance. This is someone who is very abundant, the King of Pentacles, no doubt. Constanza, Ten of Cups, something unchanging. And this also shows a place of a spiritual retreat, or a place that feels very enlightening, that you would love, 10 of Cups, that you would love to be at. And here we've got Alegría, 9 of Wands, but it's also letting your hair down, going out and having fun, celebrating, going out with friends. And this could be, okay, the King of Pentacles could be someone that is single, obviously. I did say it could be a father, but the King of Pentacles usually is the father. But I see that there is someone who goes out a lot. They are single, partying. And of course, Virgo, this could be your new life, or in the time now that we're talking about. And I want to say, whenever you watch this reading, I think that that's the point. That's the time when it's important for you, particularly for you. Now, codependency in the past position, trust in a new relationship, a new bond, and children are in the picture. So again, with the children, I feel like it's a soulmate energy here, and I wouldn't be surprised at all if the King of Pentacles could be someone that you've known from a past lifetime, someone that you share a spiritual connection with. Because the Ace of Cups can also be very spiritual, right? The Ace of Cups it's the Holy Grail. So some of you, no doubt before, in the recent past, maybe you had met this person at some point and then you were in two minds because you were dealing with someone who was stealthy, someone who was quite sneaky here, someone that was underhandedly trying to blind you, trying to blindfold you, keep you in the dark, just like the Domestico, which I see here. And this means there is no trust. There was no trust and there was no real help. That's why the transformation in Scorpio, and it could be happening for you whilst your ruling planet is still going through Scorpio. It will be there for a little while longer before it moves into the sign of Capricorn. Let me just have a quick look, dear Virgo, and I will tell you when that is. Did I say Capricorn? Sorry, Mercury will be moving into Sagittarius actually in 7 days. So around the 8th or 9th of the month. So that will be so much better. Sagittarius is happy-go-lucky, very jovial, very lightweight, and happy energy. So it looks as though things are going to change, dear Virgo. A few more days to go. And as I said, the full moon in Gemini is not going to be easy. So it can be quite emotional because it's in a square to Neptune. So keep that in mind. After around the 13th, 14th, 15th, things will pick up pace. Things will be much happier. So give Mercury a moment, and I think I will leave it at that. Worth waiting for, okay? And that's what Saturn is saying, that you can do this. You can get past this difficult energy. And for Virgo, Capricorn is fifth house of creativity, true love, children, risk-taking, flirtation, fun. So I will leave you with that, dear Virgo. I do hope that this helped you. Thank you so much for being here, for your support. Sending you lots of love. I will catch up with you around the 20th of the month. Okay, dear Virgo, thank you so much. Lots of love, lots of light to all of you. Bye-bye.